Hello and welcome to day 12 of the Intuitive Advent with me, Ruth Ann Richards. What do I have for you today? Today's daily dose of intuitive inspiration is divination and chaos. Let's start with divination. Divination is the concept of foretelling or seeing or predicting some element of the future, and doing so through things that are currently unknown, often referred to as the occult, the supernatural, the paranormal. I like to call it the otherworldly. Now, there are some issues with divination that we don't always consider, and I'd like to share those with you here to see if it helps you with your thinking. When I do an oracle reading for someone, or when I channel messages from the universe for someone, what I always say to them is, there's never one way, there's never one answer. We live in a planet that is very binary, right? It's duality. There's yes and there's no, there's black and there's white, and there's all shades of grey in between. That's the reality that we live with. And I think that makes that difficult then for divination. So when I work with someone and we want to find out what's happening in a certain situation, what a next right course of action would be for them, I always ask it in such a way as, what happens if? What are the consequences of doing A? And then I ask, what are the consequences of doing B? And then I pass that information on, and I let the individual make up their mind about what they want to do. Because when we think we want the answer to everything, we want someone to give us the answer, we're giving up our personal empowerment, we're giving up our free will. And that's not what I believe the universe wants us to do. We're here to have free will, and yes, we are guided if we choose to be, but it's still our decision to make. So if you're looking for guidance and advice and you're going to an oracle or a tarot reader, a medium or some other person who can channel messages for you, just check with them how they're working and what they do. Me, I channel through the universe, the otherworldly. I often get guides and spirits that come to me for an individual, and I pass on those messages. But really, someone who does what I do should not be telling you what to do. It's up to you to make that decision. So I just want to make that point about divination today, and hopefully that helps you. The other point I want to make is that because I believe in more of the science of spirituality, if you like, I'm incredibly spiritual, but I do love a bit of quantum science as well. And I love how quantum science is catching up with spirituality and spiritual concepts and spiritual terms. But I believe the other challenge with divination is the universe is constantly in chaos. So the information and messages I might give on one day, or something I receive one day, may be very different in a week's time, because the conditions around the universe have changed. Different things have happened, and different connections have been made that we couldn't have possibly have known before that. So that's why I think we have to be a little bit circumspect about divination as well. The other thing is, I also believe that the importance of readings, getting messages, and getting signs is to help us with how we live our life today. If we focus too much on what's the answer of the future, how is this going to work out, what's going to happen, we again give up our empowerment because we're not focused on what's happening right now, and the magic really is in the present. So if you're using divination, or you're wanting someone to help you with divination and pass on messages to you, just think carefully about what it is that you really want. Knowing the answers for the future may not be helpful to you right now. It's about being in the present, and it's about resolving issues that you have today and getting information that can help you make a more informed choice about how you want to use your free will and make decisions and live your life. And remember, the universe is always in chaos. It may not work out the way you want, but it could work out better than you expected. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time for the next Intuition Advent. Take care.